Lights go green and the world's a blur. Chasing glory, feel the engine purr. Wheels keep spinning, hearts on fire. Chasing the thrill, climbing higher and higher. We are the speed, we are the light. Inter's racing league, tearing through the night. Circuit kings with a need for pace. This is our time, this is our race.
We welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, to Lottery Night here at Inches Racing League. Scotty here with you to bring you the lottery picks and the spin of the three wheels for the three tiers to determine the draft order for next Sunday's draft night. So the idea is that each TP had 12 ball allocations to put into one of the three tiers. So you'd separate it however the guys wanted to. You could put 4, 4, 4. You could put 5, 3, and 4. Didn't matter what your allocation was, as long as you had at least one ball in each particular tier. So the max you could go is 10 for one tier. So they had choice. We'll see if it works out for them very shortly. We'll have a quick look at our TPs. The Red Bull situation, it's unfortunately no longer the Racing Bulls TP, so that will get announced shortly before next week's draft will replace them. Aussie takes charge of Ferrari. Obviously Battlecat stepping down, having a bit of a break, so Aussie will lead the Scuderia for season 9. For Aussie, apologies if I butchered that. He's in the McLaren, Ashton in the Sauber, Limitless Draco in the Mercedes, Websy holds Williams, Ray has Aston Martin, Mozza has Alpine, Timmy is back and has Red Bull, Jetman finally is in the Haas. But let's not waste too much time. We'll get underway with the Tier 1 draw. So you can see the numbers on your left-hand side of your screen. So you can see Mercedes, they're using all their balls that they're able to be in Tier 1. Williams and McLaren as well. They've gone a high number. Alpine's gone the lowest. A bit of mixture in the middle for the teams, but who is picked number 1? And I think McLaren has worked out for them the extra balls. They have gone pick number 1 and pick 20. So McLaren, the gamble has paid off. Pick number 2. Does it land on Haas and it stays in Haas? Yes, it does. Haas, only with 4 balls in Tier 1, they get pick 2 and pick 19. Pick number 3. Williams, also with 8 picks. It stays with the Williams, get pick 3. Mercedes with the 10 balls is not working out at the moment. Can they be pick 4? It's got to get close, but Sauber's going to get it. Pick 4. So you'll see that Mercedes wedge get larger and larger. Pick 5 and pick 16 up next. And Mercedes finally goes. The gamble probably hasn't worked out as well as they would have hoped. Mercedes goes pick 5, 16. They're off the wheel. So second half of the Tier 1 draw. Pick 6 will be Ferrari. So Aston Martin, RB, Red Bull. So both Red Bull teams, as well as Alpine, I should say, as Aston Martin goes pick 7 and 14 for the opening tier. So Alpine had the least amount of balls in this tier, so hasn't necessarily hurt them too much. They got balls to play with in the other 2 tiers as Red Bull goes pick 8 and 13. So we have 2 teams left. Is it RB or Alpine that takes picks 10 and 11? And it looks like RB will just scrape ahead. They get 9 and 12. Alpine gets 10 and 11. So that's your opening draw for Tier 1. And wheel spin on screen now is your draft order for Tier 1. Freezy, they get picks 1 and 20. They get the top spot. And looking at that Tier 1 draft list, or the pot list, that is a very nice number to have. Haas and Williams also getting a lovely high number as well. Alpine, the low number of balls in Tier 1, that gives them, it didn't help them, but 10 and 11, you can pick up some really good drivers for 10 and 11, and they can have some more chances later on in Tier 2 and Tier 3. So Mercedes, their gamble did not pay off. Pick 5 and pick 16. And they've only got one ball to play in each tier. As let's head to tier number 2. So you can see Red Bull has gone the most with 8 balls. Everybody else 3, 4, and 5, and then Mercedes again. They've only got the one pick. You can see on the right hand side, very small wedge. As we spin the wheel for pick number 1, it's going to the green machine, Aston Martin. So that is a great bit of luck, Aston Martin. A little bit lower in Tier 1, but they get the top spot in Tier number 2. And Ferrari as well, they get a high number, pick 2. Lovely stuff from the Scuderia to be high up. Pick 3. Oh, I thought that was going to be Williams, but it's going to be RB. They get pick 3. Just scraping across. I thought Williams had that then. Pick 4. I was hoping RB was going to get a higher number, but Haas again, they get a good number. Pick 4 in Tier 2. They got pick 2 last time in Tier 1. So Jetman getting some nice numbers and some good luck. So it's going to have some quick drivers as their first driver, as Alpine does get a bit of luck. They go pick 5 and pick 16 in Tier 2. Mercedes, that one ball really hurting them. So that was going to be the risk. They were going to leave themselves vulnerable as it squeezes over to Williams. They missed out a couple of spins ago, but then they claim the next spot. Pick number 7. So 7 and 14. Mercedes, do they get lucky? Oh, of course they don't. It falls over. Red Bull. So that their 8 balls hasn't worked out for them. They only get 7 and 14. 3 teams left. And it's got to be McLaren. So they get pick 1 in Tier 1, but they drop to pick 8 and 13. So Sauber and Mercedes. Surely Sauber picks up this pick. Or it's not going to be. It might be Mercedes. I think it's going to be Mercedes. They don't go pick 10. They go pick 9 and 12. Sauber, unfortunately, we've picked 10 and 11. So as we head to the Tier 2 draft order, but it's Aston Martin who gets the top pick in Tier 2, and it's a highly competitive Tier 2 as well. That's a hell of a good pickup for Aston Martin. Ferrari and RB with some really good picks, but yeah, Ray, I think he'll be very happy with pick 1, and then Aussie as well. He gets pick 2. Mercedes and Kick, they'll get the bottom of sort of the first round of Tier 2. So as we head to our third and final tier, you have a look, low numbers across the board. A lot of people have already used their allocation. So McLaren, Red Bull, Mercedes, and Williams only 1 ball. Alpine, RB, and Ferrari, they've got 4 apiece. And does Ferrari claim it with the extra balls? Yes, they do. So Ferrari, we've got 3 different teams that have the first pick in each tier. And Ferrari, they've got pick 1. pick 2. RB having a lot of balls as well. They get pick number 2. So RB pick 3 in tier 2 and pick 2 in tier 3. So the lower of the tiers, RB looking good. Haas getting another good pick 3 and 18. So Haas hasn't actually gone outside the top 4. Second in tier 1, fourth in tier 2, now third in tier 3. So Jetman, he's been very lucky this evening. Aston Martin, off the back of picking up pick 1 in tier 2, they go pick 4 and pick 17. Pick 5, Williams. So they've sort of been middle of the picks, so they'll have some decent drivers in there for their choosing. As Alpine, that wedge is large. Unfortunately, it's not going to go their way. Does Mercedes get a higher number? No, it's not. It's going to fall off to Red Bull. They get pick 6 and 15. 4 teams left. Surely we see Alpine go this time round. No, we're not, unfortunately. McLaren, they get pick 7. They round out their night. They get pick 1 in tier 1, but then they went pick 8, so their lower tiers a little bit lower down the order. As we do get Alpine, they get pick 8. So 2 teams left in it. Unfortunately, it is Sauber and Mercedes once again. Sauber again has the larger wedge. Do we see the same thing from Mercedes? Oh, I think that's going to be a little bit too far around. So Sauber will get pick number 9 and Mercedes will get pick number 10 and 11 for tier 3. So tier 2 and tier 3 not looking strong in terms of the high ones, but we saw last season that a couple of very quick drivers fell down the order a little bit. So those teams definitely not out of the hunt, and their second driver pick in those two tiers, tiers 2 and 3, their second driver will actually be quite a high pick. So might not be all done and dusted for those guys as we have a look at our tier 3 order. So 3 different teams claiming the top pick. Ferrari with Aussie, Love and Life, the RBTP in gets pick 2. Jetman again, as I said, not having he's pretty much got a pick top 4 pick in all 3 tiers, so he's had a fantastic fantastic night of wheel spinning. Aston Martin in P4, so Ray getting a couple of good numbers up there as well. Williams, Red Bull, McLaren, Alpine, and then obviously we said before Sauber and Mercedes. 9 and 10 in that order for tier 3, and then swapped around for tier 2. So that will do it for our lottery night. Thank you very much for watching. We will be back with you next Sunday night, the 6th of July, for the Inters draft. It is a competitive pot across all 3 tiers. It should be a hell of a night, and can't wait to join you. I will be in the comms box for draft night. We'll have a few guys jumping in with me, and we'll hear from the TPs as they make their choices. But thank you very much for watching the lottery night video, and we'll catch you next Sunday night for draft night here at Season 9 at Inters Racing League.